Good afternoon. How are you? Oh, it's beautiful out. I'm out late because we had a delivery of pumpkins for our pigs today, and I'll probably post a bunch of pictures. It was hundreds of pumpkins, and then the kids that were there and the adults, we had them feed some of the pumpkins to the pigs. So this is ours is a pig rescue, so nobody's going to get to eat any of these pigs. But the kids all love them, and I think it implants in them. Well, an interest in, a respect for, and an affection for animals, not just the pigs that they saw. So that was fun, but that's what I was just delayed by. I'm thinking of the Crumbly family. And if I was writing a short story and I used the name of the family Crumbly, you would think that I was overselling a point, right? But it's kind of true in a way in this case, Crumbly, that nothing holds them together like their hate and violence and sheer recklessness for the safety of others. The Crumbly family is that family in Michigan that had a boy, Ethan, who had a gun that his parents bought for him, showed him how to use, did not discourage him from buying ammunition. He took it to school in his backpack, and he killed 4 of the students, and he injured others. Now, if there was ever a parental failure, that's it. And in America, we've gone from a point in which we could put up with children being killed from Columbine on, and some people lying that anybody was killed because they know it's wrong, but they don't want people to know that it really happened. And the stupid people buy these lies. And sometimes there are lawsuits that make the people that tell these lies pay for it. And that's a good thing. So we've gone from killing children in schools, killing adults in public places, and now the people who don't know how to handle guns want to have a gun in their hand at all times, no matter where they go. Is that a sickness? And consider the fact that this guy, Ethan, on behalf of his mom and dad, James and Jennifer, went and killed these kids. And then when they decided, that is, the prosecution decided to look into whether or not they should prosecute the parents as well, given their role, their very relaxed role, their encouragement even for their child to kill these students, the prosecutor decided to go forward with manslaughter charges. It was foreseeable. And it looks like, from the evidence that they're making known public, that Ethan was premeditated, and that's why he's being prosecuted for murder, and he's being treated as an adult. What in history is comparable to this? And when I was younger, I read a lot about Clarence Darrow, and he once had, I want to say it was a 12-hour sentencing speech on behalf of 2 fellows, Loeb and Leopold. And this was back in, I think, the 20s, say 24, something like that, in Illinois. And these 2 guys, Loeb, that's their family name, and Leopold, were geniuses, really, truly. And they set it in their mind to commit the perfect murder. And one of the elements was that it be, quote, a stranger, except they did know the stranger. And it was they knew him because of school and lived in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And it's like people, when they make mistakes, they do it something because psychologically they want to be caught. And what good is it to commit the perfect murder if no one knows it was you that committed the murder? It's the kind of thinking of a murderer. And as a prosecutor, I always said, no matter what the case was, that you don't catch the geniuses. You always catch people who make mistakes, and they did. And so Clarence Darrow was considering how he could save them from death, because there was no question by the time they had gathered the evidence, the trail of crumbs that these 2 geniuses left, that they could go after them. And once when I did an audition, you go to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and I took a portion of that 12-hour speech to save, the speech address was to save the children, quote, children, Loeb and Leopold, the teenagers. And among the things that Darrow raised was that there was like a sickness in the society, that these kids could be taught about Nietzsche and think that they were the Ubermensch and they could do whatever they wanted. Now, did Ethan have this out in Michigan? Did he have this kind of thinking, that he was the Ubermensch, better than other people? He had a gun, he was powerful, he could do what he wanted. Did he think he was going to get away with it? Did he want to get caught? Did he want to be killed? Did he think if he did this, he would be better known than other people? Did he overhear his parents talking against these kids? Oh, that football player that everybody loves. Well, one of the kids who's dead now. Did they speak against him, or sports, or people who were serious about their studies? What went into it? Well, I think it's as simple as the level of orderliness in America has become chaotic, that we've lost values because no one knows what the law means when it's disregarded, or the Constitution, when there's no reckoning for bad acts. You know, you hear people after this saying, oh, this can't happen again, and somebody's going to be punished, and this is terrible, and so forth. And then they do nothing about it. Guns in particular. How many years, how many dead, for how long do we respect the right for people to have a gun to go out and kill someone? This is not the Wild West. This is not the OK Corral. So I think what we're talking about is what we say as private and public people. How we act as examples for others matters. When you have a member of Congress saying that he could kill another member of Congress, what does that say to people who still wrongly look to leaders, maybe any leader, for direction on how they should conduct themselves? The Republican Party has failed us on a moral level, as well as on a level to be consistent with their oath to preserve and protect the Constitution, as well as following the Constitution that says to promote the general welfare. Now, could there be so many in America who think that's okay, that the Democrats feel they have to run and hide and not speak to our higher selves, speak to our soul? Silence is acquiescence. We need more fighters, bills, action, court cases, prosecutions, including the one that threatened AOC. It's not enough to say you don't have committee assignments. You should prosecute them, kick them in the ass, because that's all they understand. So that's my ramble today. I thought I would try something different in my podcast this week. I think I'm tentatively calling it Hero or Heroes, to talk about something that is not the daily grind of political stories in which one side wins and then the other side wins, and we don't have any deeper conversation. So I thought I'd choose a hero or heroes for this podcast, and I'll put it out on Sunday. And I hope you like it, and if you like it, I'll do more of them. So have a good day. Get out if you can. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.